I swear, Tony, something's not right here.
Maria, fussing as they stepped into the dimly lit lobby of the old Desert Mirage Motel. The air was thick with dust, and the smell of stale cigarettes hung in the air. The motel had been closed for years, but curiosity had drawn them in. Tony, ever the skeptic, rolled his eyes.
You believe too much in ghost stories, Maria. It's just an old building.
They moved cautiously through the abandoned halls, their footsteps echoing off the cracked tiles. Faded, peeling wallpaper revealed eerie remnants of the past, like the pale outline of a woman's figure etched into one of the walls.
See that?
Maria pointed, her voice shaking.
It's just a stain,
Tony muttered, but even he couldn't hide the unease creeping into his mind. As they approached room 7, Maria hesitated.
This is the room, the one they say she, you know.
She trailed off, but Tony knew exactly what she meant. The story of the Laughing Lady was a well-known local legend. Back in the 1960s, a woman checked into room 7, never to leave alive. They found her body days later, her face twisted in a grotesque smile. And since then, guests reported hearing eerie laughter echoing through the halls at night.
Come on, let's check it out,
Tony said, trying to sound braver than he felt. But as they entered the room, the temperature seemed to drop, and a chill ran down Maria's spine. The room was musty, the furniture covered in white sheets. A single mirror hung on the wall, covered in thick dust. Suddenly, the sound of soft, distant laughter filled the air, freezing them in their tracks. Maria grabbed Tony's arm, her eyes wide with terror.
Did you hear that?
Tony nodded, his bravado slipping away.
Let's get out of here,
he whispered, backing towards the door. But before they could move, the laughter grew louder, more maniacal. The mirror began to fog up, and slowly a message appeared. Join me. Maria screamed, yanking Tony towards the exit, but the door wouldn't budge. The laughter was now deafening, surrounding them from every direction.
Open the door, Tony! Open it!
Maria cried, pounding on the wood. With one final push, Tony forced the door open, and they stumbled into the hallway, gasping for breath. The laughter ceased instantly, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. They didn't stop running until they were back in the safety of their car, the engine roaring to life as they sped away. As they caught their breath, Tony glanced in the rearview mirror. His heart stopped when he saw the back seat. There, sitting with a twisted grin, was the Laughing Lady. But just as quickly as she appeared, she vanished, leaving only the faint echo of laughter behind. Even now, years later, Tony and Maria refused to talk about that night. The Desert Mirage Motel was demolished not long after, but some say that if you listen closely near where it once stood, you can still hear the laughter of the woman who never left.